performance by students on occasion of celebration of Librarians Day on behalf of our CCYM's Haxe. Now, I talk about the objectives of the webinar. Objectives of the webinar are as follows. First, some of them are listed out to get self-acquainted about necessary AI ethics as user using AI, that is artificial intelligence, to become aware of AI's strengths and weaknesses, to learn how to use it responsibly as support tool, understand the limitations of AI, to understand how much AI be used, to understand that AI are support tools complementing human expertise and excessive use to be controlled, and much more we will be learning today. So, to wrap up, I say AI, that is artificial intelligence in AI, has become a headache to teachers, and it is time to withdraw some informed conclusions, alert ourselves about ethical issues, and set some boundaries. So, with this backdrop, yours yours is an announcement of today's webinar, AI and Ethics. Happy learning and happy sharing to one and all of us. Thank you so much, and over to Anchor Simran. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir, for your informative and inspiring words. We will now capture this special occasion. I request all participants to please switch on their cameras and give your best smiles.
सबको रिक्वेस्ट है कि फोटो के लिए अपना वीडियो ऑन करें
and give us a very bright smile.
I know. I was thinking कि पहले वीडियो तो ऑन करे, then I'll request that for a better smile or best smile. Yeah. Everybody, please turn on your video just for a minute. Hello.
Three other participants. Please switch on your cameras.
Yeah. A few more, please. Can you switch on your camera? What's going on? Come on, SYs. Please switch on your camera.
Hello?
Camera, not audio. Yeah.
Done, Prajakta? Okay. Over to Simran.
Prajakta, have you clicked the picture? Thank you so much.
Yes, yes.
It is my privilege to introduce today's resource person, Dr. Sarika ma'am. We are truly honored to have you with us, and we look forward to gaining valuable insight from you, vast knowledge and experience. Dr. Sanika is a professor at SHPT, that is Srimati Nathibai Damodar Thakresi College, University, with over 21 years of academic and research experience. She has guided 4 PhDs, 5 ongoing. She has guided and 42 Masters of Library and Information Science, and serves on academic and research committee of multiple universities. She has over 53 publications in reputed Scopus and of Science Index Journal with 443 citations and an index of 12, along with 51 papers in edited volumes and 45 reprints in A-list. Dr. Sawant has completed major research projects funded by SNDT Women's University and government agencies, including developing the university's open access portal and contributing to open educational resource initiatives. She has received prestigious honors such as the International Federation of Library Associations and Institutions, Asia Pacific Attendance, Grant USA 2016, UGC Unassigned Grant for Austria, and a Best Paper Award at the RUSA sponsored conference. She has delivered 207 expert talks, served an editorial board, and reviewed for top international journals presenting India at Global Forum. She has over 10 countries to study library system and is associated with 26 universities across India for training, assignments, assessment, and invested talks. And that's how she is shining example of dedication in her passion in her field. Over to you, ma'am. We can start with the session. And welcome to Haxay.
Thank you, Simran, so much for introducing me in a brief way. I hope you have not used ChatGPT to shorten my biodata. I had given you my two-page biodata, and I told you to make a brief biodata. So I hope that you have not used AI, okay? And even though you have used AI, fine, no problem for me. It is meant to help us in some or other way, okay? We should be thankful for that, okay? So thank you so much, Asmita madam. Thank you so much, Hashu Advani College of Special Education, teaching non-teaching as personal webinar and inviting me to deliver short speech or say interaction on AI and talk about ethical education in India. But thanks for giving talk okay very much only for the teachers but also for a students. I will switch to English before because I have to share my PPT. So all of you can see my PPT.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Okay, so today I'm basically going to talk about how we can prevent AI. Not prevent AI, but I can say how ethically we should use AI in our classroom. Okay, so I will be talking about what is AI. I will give you a few examples of AI. I will also give you applications of AI, what are do's and don'ts of AI, and ethics to follow by students while using AI. Means I will be basically focusing towards the students and a classroom management, but still there are many things that you should know so that you will be aware about its pros and cons of AI. Okay, even though you are pass out as a student or from the your college and you will be working as a teacher or whoever in administrative staff or wherever you go. Okay, so this is basically for kind of awareness that we will create with the help of this webinar, so that uh, our future we will able to secure it properly. Okay, uh, let's see. What is AI? I think everybody knows about it. This is a very simplest definition of artificial intelligence. What is generative artificial intelligence? It is a subset of wider world of AI that utilizes machine learning models to create new content. Okay, so this artificial intelligence is made up of basically machine learning. Okay, we'll see in the next slide that how artificial intelligence has been made up of. Okay, so AI helps us to create original text, images, music. Some generative AI models can even mimic human speech and likeness. Okay, uh, so as you are all students and teachers, they are aware that we can generate a text, we can generate images, we can generate or create a music also. Okay, so you can think about that these are the positive sides, but we also see the negative or the dark side of AI also. Okay, so AI is capable of doing everything, every possible thing is there. We can achieve with the help of AI. Okay, so basically AI is artificial intelligence. It is a broader field of computer science that aims to create computer systems that are capable of human like intelligent endeavors. Okay, and this AI basically consists of machine learning, robotics, computer vision, and more. Okay, and what is machine learning? Machine learning, it is made up of social media algorithms, fraud detection, speech recognition, image recognition, and deep learning. Okay, so AI take a help of this programmings or programs or algorithms which are meant for social media, fraud detection, speech recognitions, image recognition, and deep learning, which help to deliver the product. Okay, product in the form of text, image, or music, whatever it is. Okay, so deep learning is like it uses neural networks to process and learn from even more data, that machine learning that can then be used to generate content. Okay, so this is basically applied version of robotics. Like we have seen that there are robots that are being used in various fields, right, since maybe 40 years. Okay, but this is the next version of AI, means, or you can say that AI is integrated in a robots in such a way that that Sophia, that is the latest version of robots, humanoid robot, which can do everything. I may share one clip of Sophia at the end, so that you will have an idea that that robot, which has AI driven data in her mind, in her brain, or in her computer program in such a way that she can do mimic things which are really meant for human beings. Okay, so artificial intelligence is nothing but the program. Okay, and that program's basis is the data, or whatever it is called big data. Big data is a basis of AI. Okay, from there the data is been fetched and delivered to the uh, users. Okay, so AI identifies the fraud, it identifies speech, it identifies images, it identifies people, it identify roads, right, with the help of all different type of data that are live available in the world. Okay, in form of internet or in any other forms. Okay, so it is used everything to deliver the product or query of a user. Okay, I wanted to show one video. This video was created by University of Washington in 2017. They had created one video of Barack Obama, then the president of United States, and there was one. It was like it had AI had recognized the facial pattern of Obama, and especially its mouth. Okay, how the way he his lips goes ups and downs when he talks, particularly like some words or something like that. So they had developed one algorithm, and on based on that, they had created this Barack Obama's videos, and impersonator had was means the developer of that particular system was saying whatever he wanted to say, and the it was coming out of the mouth of Barack Obama, and it was looking like exactly that Barack Obama is giving the speech. Okay, so this was way back in 2017. Now there are a lot of different versions of this speech recognition models that are created by University of Washington. So if we get a time, then we may go through this video. So I just wanted to give you the idea about how AI is used in my mobile. Okay, uh, I guess all the participants are using AI. They are using Android mobile, right? It may be Apple or it may be Android based mobile, and as you must be very surprised how AI is now integrated in our mobile in a various ways. Let's see how we are using. For example, when I was trying to WhatsApp Sandhya, uh, when she contacted me, she showed me, sent me the message regarding the Google Meet. I said thanks, and when I said thanks, immediately that thanking ka emoticons came. Okay, so that is nothing but the AI. Again, I listened to the song that is Prathama Tula Vandito, that is a Ganesh song. So it recognized the song that I usually listen. So this is by Rahul Deshpande. This is the video. You can see the first five whatever I can say output of what I type about that song. So it is the AI that is recognized that this is the song that I listen very often. So it is listed in my list. Okay. So here it is again AI has been used. I can again give you this photographs that are in my mobile, where the photographs are categorized according to the places. Like, see, you can see your Mumbai, Ahmedabad, Vadodara. Again, according to the types, the photographs are being categorized like documents, food, plants, etc. Even according to the people, the photographs have been organized. Like, this is my niece, Alicia, myself, my daughter, and my husband, everything. Okay, so you can now imagine that whatever we do, it is like we are being monitored 24 by 7 by Google, because I log in into the Google all the time in my mobile, so that Google realizes that who these people are, and it takes the data from different places, or a different subsets of data, and recognize that this is something related to me. Okay, and it is doing that. Okay, so again, we keep our location also on mode, correct? So if I when I went to the Vadodara, that time my location was on, so it captured the photographs, and it now labeled as a Vadodara, right? Baroda, even Ahmedabad. We went on a study tour. My location was on. So it is you that you are giving the data to the AI. Okay, and AI is fetching the data, or in form of that Android mobile, and Android mobile is producing that to you. Okay, so see, this is what you are doing in AI is doing in your mobile. So again, AI WhatsApp has a feature that listening, right? So if I don't want to type, I can just speak, and then it will automatically type. Again, this is nothing but the AI. Okay, when this photography, that is a very integral part of your mobile, where uh, AI is again used. Okay, so here when I was trying to capture the photograph of my desktop, it focused somewhere. Okay, so focusing, filtering, all lot of fact, all the features of the that camera has been AI driven now. Again, this is a finger that is coming, means it can be seen here, which is removed by AI in this particular picture because of AI only. So you can just place a person. Suppose someone is missing in your photograph, you can place that person in that particular photograph with the help of AI. That also you can do. Okay, so when I trying to search something in the Google, it gives me the possibility of speaking and even using the Google Lens. Okay, if I want to search by taking the photographs, even by images also. Okay, and this is again AI driven data that has been presented in your mobile. Okay, what is the temperature of Mumbai? What is the air quality? It changes from the location to location. If I am in a Gandu, it shows me this. If I am in a Santa Cruz, it will show me something different. If I am in a Churchgate, it will show me different. Okay, so again, it is a AI driven data. Okay, so it picks up the data from that particular location and show it to me. See, I said that I wanted to find out the name, the botanical name of this particular plant. I used the Google and it dipped the data, whichever is available, whatever is available in the Google, and it showed me what is the possible name of this particular plant. Okay, I can speak instead of typing, and then I can retrieve the data from the Google. I'm giving the example of Google because it uses a lot of AI. Even in my battery also AI been used. Okay, to save my battery, for that purpose, this AI is used. For example, if my battery is 10%, okay, then at that particular time it lowers down my other application if they are running. Okay, or becomes dim also sometimes. So there are many battery saver features that are automatically turned on the moment your battery goes 10%. Again, this is AI driven. You can set an alarm, you can set reminders for it again and again. Yes, biometric is one feature where again AI been used by the Android. Okay, where means you can protect your mobile with the help of your fingerprints. That is AI. Okay, so you can guess or you can imagine that AI is transforming various sectors, right? Isn't it? It is affecting healthcare, it is education, it is a social and economic affairs, uh, political landscapes. Let's see. Okay, uh, so I will just talk about here. There are two slides which talk about what is the scenario of AI worldwide. Okay, so AI and machine learning is to stimulate geoengineering experiments that enables us to better understand complex ecosystem and make informed decisions to protect the environment. Okay, uh, so what is, the corals are dying right in our ocean. Okay, so if the AI, it is predicted when I listen to the experts in this particular field that how AI is going to help geoengineering or to save the environment. Then that time the example was given that the corals are dying in the oceans, okay, in various parts of the world. Then this geoengineering data or the big data which is generated for this particular aquatic life, marine life, then that can be used to protect the environment. Means that particular data, like say for example in Thailand, their corals are dying because there is excessive tourism, right? So this particular social economic data can help to protect the environment. Okay, so that is what the positive side of the AI means. It can be used for such a particular purposes. It can help to accelerate or discovery of sustainable energy solutions, enhance disaster response, optimize transportation system. Okay, for example, the hurricane is a very common phenomena in America. Okay, so they are using AI for alert system. Okay, very accurate alert system they have, they are integrated with schools and the colleges. I can give you the example of the schools that my sister, who is a teacher in a school in Thunder Bay, Canada, she told me that in their mobile, they have one app in their school. That app gives the alarms to the school saying that the air quality, how air quality is bad outside, okay, or how the temperature is dropping drastically, okay. And if that alarms they receive, then the students are supposed to come inside the classrooms, okay. They are not supposed to go outside. Even it tells you about the UV rays and all, okay, and the air quality and temperature, everything. So it is everything AI driven. So it helps uh, their schools or the colleges to protect the students from the harmful effects of the environment, okay. So this is even the disaster, if the disaster is coming, okay. For example, they have a lot of snowfalls in winter season. So again, it gives you the alarm that it is going to be high snowfall, okay. So again, it is kind of disaster for them in that particular locality. So it is going to tell you that it can help you to prevent such kind of system, okay. Even a transportation system, like in Google Maps, we can see, right, that where is a congestion, okay, where is the traffic. You can see if there is a red line, that means there is a lot of traffic in that particular area. So it helps us to avoid the traffic. It helps us to generate a alternate route so that we can use that route and we can reach to the particular location, okay. So AI is used, okay. So please uh, don't think that AI only students are using or teachers are using for their classrooms or something like that. AI is really very intensively used by now all these big giant tech companies for delivering their services, okay, or products, I can say. Even climate control megacities to ensure human survival. As I told you just now, that for a disaster or for a climate change, this AI driven apps are really been boon for them, okay. Possibility of every student having a personal AI tutor and every teacher having an AI teaching assistant, okay. So we will discuss this later on, that how we can have our personal AI tutor, okay. Like my daughter use Siri, okay. Ask Siri about a lot of queries that she has her in her mind. What we used to do earlier, we used to type that in a Google and then ask Google about it, but now we are using AI to ask some small queries, okay. And I'm giving a stress on small queries. I'm saying, okay, I'm not talking about research that we do, okay. So every teacher will be having AI teaching assistant also. So should not feel bad that only students are getting benefited or they are also getting benefited. But assistant AI teaching assistant can be provided or will be provided in the future, because yesterday only I saw a video of Mr. Khan, of CEO or founder of that Khan Academy. He mentioned this, that every student in future will have a AI tutor. They are now, the Khan Academy is developing one AI in such a way that they will able to provide a personal AI tutor for the students. So I'm very sure and very hoping that, being a special education college, the students and the teachers will have a personal AI tutor, so that maybe in future we'll able to solve a lot of questions, a lot of problems that maybe social problems that will face in this classroom management or something like that, okay. So this is something very important, I feel, so I have included. In case of healthcare, a lot of AI is been used, like for diagnostics purpose, okay. So it will help in reducing diagnostic errors and personalized medical care, okay. So this is really is going to be, healthcare sector is the, I think, leading one who is using AI for a lot of other activities, okay. One of the, it is the diagnostic errors can be removed. I can give you the example of Malaysia, who has started one startup where they are using artificial intelligence to support independent living for elder individuals. Okay, you can imagine that as the India also facing the aging problem, right? Maybe after another, it is said that another 15 years, the aging population will be more and it will be very difficult to handle this population. Okay. So we may require such type of assistance, AI assistance for our well-being at the age, in our elder uh, old age. Okay. So applications and solutions that are used in AI in agriculture have been created to assist farmers in precise and regulated farming. Okay. I couldn't believe that I saw one video which was developed by one of the American university, and it was about agriculture, how AI been used in that particular area where the huge level of crops have been taken, harvested. Okay. It's not like in India. In America, the situation is totally different. It is totally automated farming has been done. And again, now AI driven farming has been developed now. Okay. So for a water management, crop rotation, timely harvesting, what type of crop to be cultivated, optimal planting, pest attack, nutrition management, everything is being taken care by AI now. Okay. Like my husband of my sister, who is a environmental scientist, who is telling me that in India there are every house, especially in a rural area, every house there is a borewell, right? But it is not good. Our water, which has been stored in our earth, okay, or below the this thing soil, that has been used hazardously, I can say. Means he says like that. Okay, used like anything for any purpose, and those storage are like drying up. Okay, but this situation can also be controlled by AI, so that if it is been used by government, Indian government, okay, then the storage, water storage can be reduced, or excessive use of this borewell water can be reduced, and we can sustain in the future. Okay, because this storage is for a can be used for a disaster kind of situation where there is no rain or something like that. In this case, the storage of water stored in below the soil has to be used, but people are using like anything. Okay, but if the government decides, this can happen. So water management can be a very big thing in the future. Okay, and AI can help us to do this water management. So there is also a negative side of AI, like as I told you that how predominantly the AI been used in mobile. So same thing, the AI been used in every sector. Okay, and these whatever negative sides I have mentioned here, these are the examples of how the AI is been used negatively. A very good example is a political campaigns. Okay, AI AI, what it does, it creates a disinformation. Okay, it's fake information, not real information. Okay, and it can help for one political party to win the elections, and this has been proved in America in case of this last elections. Okay, how the AI generated content or a political ads that are helping, or they can blur the line between real and fake. Okay, so that is a very different entire altogether aspect. Okay, that is a real, fake, and mis and disinformation. But AI is playing a role in this. Okay, it's a negative role. I'm saying it's not a positive role, it's a negative role. Okay, so in a politics or geopolitics, AI been used positively as well as negatively also. Okay, there are self-driven cars, right? It's a very good example of AI. Okay, now on American roads, the self-driven cars are moving, right? But it has created a challenges. Okay, what kind of challenges they are? Okay, particularly how they should be programmed to handle unavoidable accidents. I will give you an example where one of the professor in TED Talk mentioned that self-driven cars is again programmed, right? So when the car is moving on a road and it is supposed to get crashed, okay? So say for example, there are two cars on the right side, okay? One is SUV car, okay, and another is very chalu car, or maybe very poor man's car, okay? So it may be possible that there might be a biased decisions to be taken to protect the SU than the poor man's or common man's car. Okay. Or there are racial biases also in this particular scenario. It has been mentioned that if the person is riding, a black person is riding the car, then it is like with the AI driven that self drive car will protect the person who is a white person who is driving the car. This is a possibility. This is a possibility, and this is happening maybe. Okay, and this may be programmed to do that. Okay, so I'm just trying to tell you that who does this? Who creates the AI? These all big tech companies who create a AI. Okay, so the problems of AI, when I will talk about in my further slides, then you will come to know, you will connect this with that particular thing. Okay, that these tech companies now have to follow the principles like Microsoft just 1 month back. They have now founding principles now. They have to follow these principles for developing a AI. Okay, these principles are based on the sex, gender biases. Okay, and the third world communities or something like that. So there are so many things. There has to be so much representation from different sectors of the society, so that the AI that is been developed by them will be very much balanced. Okay, it will not have a biases, less biases will be there. So I can I can tell you that this self-driving cars, there are so many programming has been done in such a way that how or to whom to say when there is an accident. So I'm trying to tell you that these are the biases that can happen and that may be happening. Okay, surveillance system, yes, I these surveillance systems that are being deployed by the government agencies, okay, and that can be go wrong. Okay, so you are under 24/7. Okay, you are under vigilance. So that again, that is going to be a very bad for people as a society, because freedom of speech, freedom of movement, or public safety is again at a stake, I can say. Uh, one of the uh, one of the county in America is using surveillance system, okay, so that the probability of catching the thief or something going wrong in the particular crowded area, they can think of. Again, there can be a biases. Again, I'm telling you, there can be biases, okay, depending on how programming has been done. So AI based surveillance system they have, and they are tracking people, they are tracking the moves of the bad people or something like that. So AI been used, it may be good for police, okay, but it may not be good for public, because again public safety, their freedom is again at a stake. AI driven arm race. Okay. Now, as we know that drones are being used for attacking the neighboring country, right? And these are AI driven drones. Okay. So there is a program thing has been done so that it may go wrong also. Okay. or it can lead to uncontrolled escalation or wars. Okay, initiated without any human decision. See, this is what AI is going to do. Okay, AI is going to take the decision and have the wars with the countries, different countries. So these are all the negative sides of AI. Means this is what exactly the positive and the negative sides of AI. So I hope that you have got some idea about how the AI is going, AI been used worldwide. Okay, let me show you the examples of AI. Like as a teacher, how I use the AI. So I have taken the screenshots where you can see how do I use this particular AI. Okay. No, before we'll take the examples of AI tools. So this is a generative AI tools comparison, and only the four generative AI has been used here. I have mentioned the source after the end of this particular 3-4 slides from where I have taken this. I don't need to tell you or read this. I will show you how exactly Copilot I use for my day-to-day routine, or it can be used, okay, by the students and by the teachers. My PPT will be with the college, with the Simran as well as Sandhya, so that you can read this and have more information. So this is the AI tool that researchers can use, and they are really good. There are few. I can say that Site and Semantic Scholar is from age old. Even illicit. This is the AI tool that can be used for your research. For a systematic review, these are the AIs that can be used. For example, Covidence, Distill, Rayan, Robot Reviewer. Covidence is also a very good app, AI tool that you can use for a systematic review. This is for a teaching and learning. Okay, ClassPoint, Quizlet. Yes, I have used Quizlet also. Notebook LM, Magic School. ClassPoint, I think few have used it. So you can explore the features of these AIs. This is basically for the teachers or even students, because you are a special education students who are going to become a teacher educator. Okay, as you all of you use AI and ask AI. Okay, I will give you examples that I have included after this particular slide. Okay, you should know very well how to ask AI. Okay, like this is called prompt engineering, right? How you have to give a prompts to the AI. Again, for that you need to use real your brain. Okay, means AI will give you the information, but if you intellectually craft your question, okay, then it will give you the correct answer. Okay, for that you need to keep these elements in your mind. Okay, that is why I have included this particular slide for you. So depending on your topic, provide specific markers as part of your question, such as age level, specific health issue, job role. Suppose you want to find out something related to health issue, okay? You should ask properly. Just now today I read one article on AI, how one person, 60-year-old person, with the help of AI, now his life is in danger, okay? Because he wanted to remove chloride in his diet. Okay, we use salt. Salt is nothing but the sodium chloride, and he wanted to remove chloride because chloride has a lot of negative effects on the body. Okay, so instead of that, he started using AI and took the help or tips from the AI to use the sodium bromium. Okay, instead of sodium chloride, and the bromium has a lot of negative effects on your body. He started taking it since 2-3 months, and he started hallucinating. Okay, he had a very bad effect on his body, and he was hospitalized. And in investigation, it was found that bromium in his blood was more. And when it was investigated, he told the story that he was taking the health tips from the AI. So again, I'm alarming you that you're not supposed to do this. To certain level, we can take the help of AI in case of health, but not everything. Okay. So your age, your health conditions matter a lot when you prompt to the AI. We'll see that. I will give you that example also. You can set limitations. You can limit by number of words, date range, and geography. Even date range matters a lot. Okay. For example, COVID related information, if you ask the AI, it may give you a lot of data related to 2020-21, but you can say date range like 2025. If you want to know what are the COVID cases in 2024, so you have to mention 2024. If you mention 2024, it will give you the latest data, okay, not the old data. So that is why you have to use the date range. What level it is directed at, like background, education level, basic, in-depth, brief, overview, or detailed analysis. That also you can mention. I have given some slides where I have used Copilot. What style or a format do you want? Is it a report? It is a bullet points. It is a summary. It is an email. It is a blog post. It's a news article. It's a graph, table, list, or a LinkedIn profile, introduction for your LinkedIn profile. That also you can mention. Okay. For example, when the student Simran asked me that she wanted a brief version, I could have used a Copilot and I would have said to the Copilot that I want to make a brief bio statement for my LinkedIn profile or for my introduction. The Copilot would have done that accordingly. But if I give this particular prompt, then it is going to help me. Otherwise, it is not going to help me. Okay, because my I don't want to waste my energy. Okay, so for that you have to give the prompts nicely. Does it need to be professional, friendly, formal, academic? Again, the background again you have to give whether it is a like a professional seminar, conference, or for academic purpose. I'm going to use this. Okay, to tell students how to write a biodata. That also we teach students, right, or PG students. So I can tell that for a beginner or fresher, how to create a biodata. So you have to use such prompts for that. Then the environment you are aiming at. Are you finding a job? Means you are creating a biodata for finding a job. Okay, if you want to seek a job in a corporate sector. Okay, so accordingly you have to create your biodata. Okay, uh, even education setting for a school, college. Okay, so you have an exhaustive biodata. Say for example, I have a biodata available in Canva. Okay, I have created a link and I have shared with many of my students. Okay, because I have done that sharing enable for my students, or the people who are reading my email at the bottom of my email, at the designation, my biodata which is created in the Canva are available. I can give that particular link to the co-pilot and tell him that I want to create a biodata for my this particular corporate job. Okay, so it may tailor made biodata may create. Okay, for example, considering my points which are included in my biodata and that company's desirable whatever desire they see in the particular job seekers profile. Okay, so it may match and it may create a biodata for me. It is possible. So you have to prompt the AI accordingly. So to ask the bot to bold changes it has made to its next response, get feedback on a response. Okay, so again it refines again and again, right? Whether it is correct or not. It asks Copilot, ask us, okay, that whether it is good or not, whether you need modifications or not. Let's see now the the prompts that I had given to the Copilot and how it shape up now. Okay. Say for example, I asked AI, what does business ethics mean? Use 10 words. See, I have limited. Use 10 words. Okay. And then in exactly 10 words, business ethics has been defined by Copilot. Okay. And again, it has given me the this thing, promise, not promise. It has asked me to refine. Okay. See, these are the three sentences which you can see that Copilot is asking me. Okay, what are the common ethical dilemmas in business? How does business ethics affect corporate decisions? Can you give examples of business ethics in action? See, in action. Okay, so very important that refining category has been done by the Copilot. And to your surprise, or it's a fact that what are the references that are being used by this co-pilot. Okay, so these are the three references that are being used for this particular definition, that is in 10 words, that is Investopedia, Wikipedia, and iba.org. Okay, so you can see that what valid sources are being used or not, and there is the role of you as a user comes in the picture. Okay, why I'm telling you this? Because of the authenticity of the data that is given by the AI. Okay, so in our library science, we have one. We evaluate the information. Okay, in case of reference sources, we evaluate the sources. When we evaluate the sources, we have one criteria called STAP. Okay, authority, scope, treatment, arrangement, and features. Okay, so definitely authority is very, very important criteria when you evaluate the information. So here in this case of particular definition, will you able to tell me that whether it is authentic information or not? Authority, what authority it has? Okay, maybe I can say Wikipedia is not that bad. Okay, definitely it is not that bad. But again, unauthorized people are writing the Wikipedia. Okay, may not in all case, but in some case or in some part of that Wikipedia article. Okay, so I cannot trust 100%. I can trust Wikipedia maybe 50, 60, 70%, but not 100%. Okay, so again, authenticity of this particular information is again having a question mark. Okay, and again, Copilot is giving a warning that AI generated content may be incorrect. See, I have a subscribed version of Microsoft as well as OneDrive, so I get a not premium, but a good having good features of Copilot are visible or available for me, not the more than free version. So here again, I just now I discussed you about prompts, how the prompts are used in the AI. So here I can give you the example that what dietary advice would you give to a middle-aged man who has high cholesterol levels? See, there are three scenarios that I have included in this particular sentence. Dietary advice, again, middle-aged man who has got a high cholesterol levels. Okay, if would have skipped this high cholesterol levels, it would have given you a different content. Okay, and that would have been very dangerous to you. Suppose I am having a high cholesterol, and if I'm not used this particular term in my searching the AI, then it may give me something which is having a high cholesterol, and it may affect my diet or may my weight or my health risk. Okay, but it is not. If you have used this correctly, then uh, this particular information that has been provided. Okay, and it the sources are health.harvard.edu, Mayo Clinic, and rightship.in. Okay, uh, again, after that, you can see here, it asked me, Copilot asked me, would you like a sample meal plan or a grocery list tailored to this advice? Isn't it such an interesting thing that it is helping us for our grocery also? Okay, maybe in future this may happen that our refrigerator will be AI driven. It will detect our grocery and it will prompt me accordingly that the milk is over or curd is curdle. It is been kept since 10 days. So throw this out of your refrigerator, or your this particular masala is over, something like that. So this may possible in future. This is near future. This may be possible. So this is the information that has been given by this particular field, and it is giving me. You go to this particular health.harvard.edu for a meal plan. Okay, so how intelligently AI is used. AI is giving me the information. Okay, again, I am telling you this is a positive side. You cannot trust fully, but I can go to the Harvard website and find out the authenticity of this particular information. Okay, so what I'm telling you that this I can do it in a Google, right? When I type in a Google this particular information, what happens? There are 10 million web pages come in front of me, right? Then I have to click on these pages or the websites. Again, I have to read and I understand and narrate, make a summary and something like that. Instead of that, AI is giving me what I will be doing after reading all those websites. Okay, so this is what I can say, shortcut that has been created by these AI tools. But again, we'll see how smart you are supposed to be. Okay, you cannot rely on these uh, AIs. See, again, I can tell you that how academically I can use this Copilot. For example, I wrote a query that I am an undergraduate student preparing a presentation on knowledge management to my library and information science class. Okay, please provide me a step-by-step guide in getting started. Okay, so I am a student. I want to make a presentation, but I am a student of library information science, right? And my class course is my paper name or a course name is or a program name is knowledge management. I want a step-by-step guide, okay, in getting started. See, these are so many prompts that are being given in this particular query when I'm typing to the Copilot. So exactly considering this scenario, this particular uh, uh, the content has been delivered to me by Copilot. Okay, it is giving me the step-by-step guide for preparing the knowledge management presentation. You can see in front of you. It gives me definition of knowledge management, and then it tells me the what are the different types of the knowledge, what is the importance in libraries of knowledge management, then knowledge management models, tools, and in library settings. So these are the points that are given by me, given to me by AI tools. Maybe because I know what is knowledge management, I can tell that whether this information is given correct or not. So students may not know because students maybe they are beginner and they are trying to understand the knowledge management, right? So they cannot fully rely on AI content that has been delivered to you. Okay, so that is my warning. So while using this, while preparing for this particular today's session, I went through a lot of articles. I read a lot of articles. One article, very good article, was given on a bestcolleges.com about testing Turnitin AI detector. Okay, so Turnitin, like as I told you that it's a threat now for academicians that students are using AI. Even the researchers are using AI. They are writing papers and publishing the journals. So now these anti-plagiarism softwares are becoming also AI smart. Okay, they are now detecting how maleficent data is been included in your writing or not. Okay, so that article was about that Turnitin, how it is going to used. Turnitin is using AI features for them, and they are detecting AI generated data also. Okay, so what I did is that create 3 bullet points for this particular website. This article is available on this particular URL. So I wrote create 3 bullet points and it gave very nice 3 bullet points. Even these images, icons, or काय म्हणतात त्याला? these particular miniature version pictures are also given by this AI, okay? Because it talks about, see, it's talk about percentage and it gave you graphical particular icon, right? Which is so smartly it gave the this particular graphical icon because it was talking about percentages, okay? When it is about accuracy, it gives this particular icon. So you can understand that how smartly the AI has delivered this particular information. So it is possible for this particular purpose. Okay, so I'm telling students now that you can do this. Okay, you can ask the AI to summarize or keep make a bullet points for you. But you have to read that article. It is important for you. Suppose if you don't have a time, okay, to go through that particular article. Suppose your teacher has given you 5 articles to read and come to the class. Read articles and come to the class. And if you are not having time, you can use AI to create such a bullet points for you. Or you can ask AI highlight points from this particular article. It will highlight points in that yellow mark and it will give you that this is the highlight of that particular article or that particular paragraph. So that also you can prompt AI and ask you, and it will help you to do that. Okay. Now this I asked AI Copilot to create an APA reference for this particular article, and very nicely it has given. Okay, it's a magazine kind of. So it has taken the date and all also. Is formatted very nicely, and it asked me whether do you want in a Emily or Chicago style. Okay, so you can use this. Again, I created 2 puzzles, okay, from this particular article. Very nice puzzles that it has been created by the AI. You just read this. Meanwhile, I will just I'll take a sip of water. So here you can see that it has created a very good logic puzzles, right? One, two. Two puzzles have been created very nicely. First one is matching the columns. Second is filling the blanks. And they are very good, very nicely been done. So teachers can take help of AI tools for this particular things. And remember that AI gives every time different results. Huh? Okay. I may ask this question. Second time when I ask this question, it will give me something different. So students be aware. Okay. So teacher may create a puzzle based on the articles that are given to you. And before you go to the class, you may create puzzles based on those the lessons that are given by the teacher, and you will go with the questions that are created by the AI, and the teacher will have a different set of questions. Okay, because again I'm telling you, AI gives you the different result every time, the same question, different results. Okay, so don't rely that you will be go with pre puzzles that AI is going to ask you. Okay. I asked a co-pilot to make an infograph based on that article, and it gave very bad infograph. Okay, it gave me just bullet points, just points highlighted, but not a this thing good infograph. But in a Canva, when I used AI in a Canva, I asked AI detector of Canva. I have a uh, this prescribed, not the subscribed version of this Canva. I asked that make an infograph for this particular website, and it gave me a fantastic these three infographs. You can see very nice way the infographs are being given to me. Okay, so see how AI been used by teachers. So you must have got the idea that how the AI query has to be generated and how AI has to be used for your day-to-day questions, I can say. So now let's talk about ethics. What is ethics? Ethics is a norm for conduct that distinguishes between acceptable and unacceptable behavior. Ethics is a discipline that studies standards of conduct such as philosophy, theology, law, psychology, and sociology. It is a method, you can say a method or a procedure or a perspective for deciding how to act, for analyzing complex problems and issues. So I feel that this last definition very much applicable to AI, right? Because we are using AI for many things, like as I say that you as a student, if teacher is telling you that read these 5 articles and come up with the solution, right, in the class, and what you are doing, you are using AI, you are asking you AI to highlight the articles, and you are only reading this much and going to the class by not reading all full 5 articles. That is something called unethical behavior. Okay, it is something that your own consciousness should tell you that this is wrong. I should have read these 5 articles. Okay. So this is something like perspective for deciding how to act. You have acted wrongly. Okay, so that is called unethical. That is what you are doing to your teacher, your own studies. Okay, so you can use AI to some extent. As I told you that you can make ask AI to make a assignment, you have acknowledged the AI. Then how you have to do it? You can read this here. So author, date, title, bracketed text. Okay, source. So here you can see the see author and a publisher AI are same. Okay, now you have to use the same thing. No, publisher here is still different in this particular case. OpenAI 2023 dot chat GPT, if chat GPT is used. What is a version? Say 13 version. Okay. So date you can mention because it gets evolved day by day. So the date is very important. And then large language model that has been used by ChatGPT, that is basically the OpenAI. So this particular citation, this openai.com, that URL also you are supposed to give. This is the APA at the end references. And if for the in-text citation, you have to write OpenAI, 2023, whatever year it is, means whenever you have used round bracket come. So you can write like this. So suppose students are using the AI, they are supposed to declare it in their assignment. So it is example is given here that when prompted with is a left brain, right brain, divide, real or a metaphor, the chat GPT generated text indicated that. So suppose this question is asked to the AI, that is the left brain, right brain, divide, real or a metaphor? This is a question asked to the AI and AI is answered. Okay. That two brain hemispheres are somewhat specialized. The notation that people, this is the answer of the chat GPT. The notation that people can be characterized as a left brain or right brain is considered to be an oversimplification and a popular myth. This is the OpenAI has given the answer. Okay, so this question has been answered this, and in your in text you are writing like this, that chat GPT has answered this particular question. Okay, and you have to give the reference also. Okay, so your life is simple, I can say, but you cannot use chat GPT for each and every paragraph. Then what assignment you will be submitting to the department or to your class teacher? Nothing. You're just assemble what chat GPT has given you and presenting it to you teacher. Oh, that is not correct. Okay, so you have to use your own brain also. You have to develop your own your efficiency of reading, writing, presenting yourself, not simply relying on the chat GPT. So here you can see the reference. So this is the one. And that doesn't give any sense, okay? Because when we read the references, we read the author's name, the title of the article, where it has been published, what is the journal name, and we are very curious to know, right? That when I read any references, I try to find out that how many articles are from one particular journal. So that journal may be predominantly publishing the articles, right? So it's my hobby to read and understand which journals are more cited by the author. Okay. So that is something missing, I feel, when I read such type of assignments done by the students. So that is really not good. Okay. So authenticity, you will not able to, you're not giving any credit as such to a person. Okay. You're just giving a credit to only a AI, a tool, a app, I can say. In case of image also, you have to give the credit. See here. You can read. So image is generated in response to this prompt. Create an image that encapsulates how to find the best evidence in the library. Do not include any people in the image. So it has included robo. Okay, and it's a library. And best evidence. So magnifying glass, it has shown. Okay, so this is the prompt that has been used. So this particular image has been generated. And for an image, we don't need to give the at the end references. Okay, so here only in itself in the text you can write image is generated using Copilot Designer. That's it. Okay, so just now I mentioned you about that people write fake articles or students, researchers, okay, they take help of AI and then they submit it to the journals. Okay, so now all these giant publishers, okay, like Taylor and Francis, Sage, Elsevier Science, okay, these are now using they have modified their principles. Okay, not modified, revised, I can say. Okay, they have added many aspects in their ethical concerns guideline, and they have included that to what level AI can be used in the by the author. Okay, so here I have given the example that Committee on Publishing Ethics and WAMI, Association of Medical Editors, they have come up with some guideline which can be which can help the authors to think about it before they submit to the any journal in the any journal by published by any publisher. Okay, that it cannot be listed as an author of the paper, right? See, you can create a paper. I can prompt the copilot saying that create a paper on climate change. I can say that create a paper 200 words paper on a climate change. Okay, a basic paper I can say, which gives the overview of climate change, and it will be definitely within a fraction of second will be generated by Copilot, and you can that submit to any conference or seminar or even journal also. Okay, and that and you are writing your own name. That is again unethical. You cannot do this. And there are evidences or instances where AI generated authored articles are submitted by the authors. Okay, saying that AI has generated this particular paper. So you cannot list or you cannot add AI's name as a second author. Again, that has been mentioned by these principles. So, uh, as a researcher or as a writer or author, because you as a student will be author one day, right? Will be publishing the articles in the journal. You must be aware of it that now the entire scenario is very fast changing. Okay, see these. It is reflected in form of these principles. Okay, as I told you that even AI companies are now changing or they are having now their some guideline principles document, and on that basis they will be now designing their AIs. Okay, they will be following those principles for developing a AI. So like that, the publishers also having developing the guidelines for their publications also. Okay, here WAMI, that is a World Association of Medical Editors. Only humans can be authors. Authors should acknowledge the sources of their materials. Author must take public responsibility for their work. Um, Here cannot meet the requirements for authorship as they cannot take responsibility for the submitted material. Cannot, as a legal non-entity, assert the presence of absence of conflict of interest, nor manage copyright and licenses. Editors need appropriate digital tools to deal with the effects of chatbots on publishing. Okay, now these editors, okay, journals editors, they need now tools to detect, like as I told you, Turnitin detector is a very good feature that they have incorporated. So editors will use such type of tools to detect whether AI generated content is there or not. Okay, now let's see what are the different problems with the AI. So you must know what AI tool you are using. You must know what are the data sets that are being used by the AI tools. And have you checked any examples of good practice or any particular way of using it for any research project? Like I gave you example just now. See, for your one research query or any small assignment, how you can use the AI. To what level, to what extent you can use, not all. Okay. AI also generate the fails information. Okay. Definitely it generates a fails information. For example, when I asked about that diet plan for a low cholesterol middle-aged man, okay, it gave me information. It was authentic because it was from a harvard.edu website. Okay. But in case of today's article, when I told you that sodium bromium something, some person was on that particular diet, he removed salt from his diet and used that bromium, and it gave very bad results. So false information is being generated in that such a case. Okay, so you are supposed to make it it has to be accurate information. Okay, for that you have to be very smart. You have to be smarter than AI. Remember that. AI is helping you to just save your time, giving you the content. But after reading that content or comparing with the original sources, you should understand it, whether it is correct or wrong. So cross-check author and the title information on Google Scholar or citation tracking tools such as Web of Science. Okay, you can just see whether the information provided that has been correct or not, or whether the authentic people are writing it or not. As I told you that there are a lot of problems with the AI, right? It's a biased output, 100, not 100%, but definitely 50-60% biased output. As I told you that police are using AI surveillance where they may be monitoring black people more, or people where black people are living. That particular area they may be monitoring more because they have assumptions that black people are more involved in the crime. Crime rates are because of black people. So again, these are all biased outputs. Okay. Uh, so uh, so you it is going to be there. These biased outputs are definitely going to be there. Racist, religious, political, sexist, or discriminatory views. Okay, just now I read something where it was mentioned that in case of suppose Naukri.com is using a AI, okay, for hiring or posting people for presenting people to certain companies. Okay, so they may send the only male biodata to the company, not women biodata. Okay, this is also possible, very much possible. This is a possibility that if such a type of AI driven or biased or gender inequality, considering gender inequality and the AI algorithms have been developed, then there is a possibility that male will be higher than the females. There is a possibility. Okay, you can't deny it. Uh, and again, as I told you that it deliberately produce or spread unethical or fake information. Again, in case of elections, this has been found out. Okay, and again, I read somewhere where it was mentioned about medical algorithms. Okay, there are chances that few people will get in case of genetic mapping, there can be biases. Okay, when the genetic mapping will be done, for example, certain diseases, okay, the biases can be uh, there. Okay, because the AI algorithm has been developed in such a way. Okay, so that is why I'm telling you now that AI companies are now recruiting people. Okay, they are having definitely the principles now. They are now formulating guidelines, but also they are recruiting people from a gender equal. That is the team of AI development. Okay, AI tool development team should be having equal number of women, equal number of marginalized people, equal number of third gender or something like that. Okay, or languages spoken by the people. So they want the presentation of many communities on that particular tool development committee so that their AI will be accurate. Okay, it will not produce a biased results. So this is what I read that now companies are working on it. Again, as I told you that racist, sexist, discriminatory, unethical, fake, political biases, expressing hatred. Yes, this can also possible. Intolerance, harmful, inciting to harm, AI generated disinformation. So these are all problems with the AI, and now companies are taking it with a positive note. Okay, so again, problems with the AI is that it doesn't give you DOI, URLs, citations proper. So you cannot say that it's a authentic data. Incorrect authors. Okay, names may not be, the names may be fake. Okay, hallucinating information references it is called. Means references are completely made up. Fake references are made. So what is your responsibility as a student and a teacher? That you have to check and verify the citations and the references provided by the generative AI tools. Okay, you have to do go deeply inspect the sources and the data, and it is always advisable to keep screenshot of AI output as information not replicable, because same query if you ask again to AI, it will give you some different information. So you can keep your screenshots so that it remains with you. So what are do's and don'ts? We have to do the fact checking, writing, and brainstorming as to. This is my advice to the students, that you have to do the brainstorming. Okay, student can use it, generate ideas, prompts, keywords. AI language models can help students practice foreign languages. Means how we can use appropriately AI, okay, to learn language, to find out keywords. Okay, small things you can help. It can help you. Like AI can help you to create a abstract for a paper, like as I told you. But you can't give your paper which you have written to AI and make AI to write an abstract, because it is stored in the AI. Okay, so it may be misused by AI somewhere. So adaptive learning platforms. Okay, uh, relevant resources, quizzes you can create, exercises you can create, proofreading, grammar checking. You can use this for grammar checking, proofreading. This you can use AI for all these things. Okay, fact checking, that is also you can use, but still blindly you can't accept the figures that are given by them AI. These are the unappropriate uses, spreading the fake news, plagiarism, biased information. Okay, again, it is a violation of copyright. These are some facts which I have gathered, which I would like to tell that asking some AI software to generate a reference list has been proven to result in a largely factual citation. Like 70% of the data is a fake. It is not existed. It was observed by this author who did the study, that 10% of only data was real. 70% was fake, and 20% was confusing. Okay. The company claims its tool is 98% accurate in detecting content created by AI. Okay, ChatGPT claims that it is 90% accurate, but it is not. The Washington Post reported that the water and electricity consumption of AI data processing centers in their local communities increased. Means I'm trying to tell you the environmental impact of these AI companies. Okay, more and more usage of electricity and water consumption is taking place. It is affecting the environment. Now Google is planning to use nuclear power by 2035. Okay, instead of natural energy resources, they want to use nuclear power, so that for a data centers, AI data centers, because they are using more electricity. Now Turnitin new AI detector. Okay, they have launched this, where they have found that 10% of the papers include at least 20% of AI writing. Okay, 20% of the paper is been used or written with the help of AI. So what is the solution? What students can do? They can use Turnitin Draft Coach. There is new software that is launched by Turnitin Draft Coach, which can help you to develop the citations, research, and writing skills. It can be improved. Okay. So don't just rely on only AI. So European Union now has developed an AI Act. Okay. That AI Act will serve as a model for other democracies. Okay, it's a very important AI Act that is being developed by European Union, and these acts can help other countries to develop their own guidelines, that how or to what extent the AI can be used. Okay, so what teachers can do, how they can divert students. So teachers can engage with tools, teachers can use, but understand how they can be helpful in teaching. Explain, you can explain students how to use chat gpt, to what level you can use the chat gpt, whether in every assignment you have to declare whether you can use chat gpt or not. Okay, you can explore the possibilities. Instructors should think about how they can integrate ai into the classes and assessment. You can think, it's now your take on it, how you can use this ai for your own personalized teaching. And what colleges, how they can develop a guideline. I've just taken a screenshot and it is there in front of you, how this particular university has developed this particular guideline. Like that, the guidelines can be prepared by the universities and the colleges, maybe universities, so that colleges they can use, like how it is called as cheating, plagiarism, false information, infringing copyright. So if you are using AI, then you are cheating, you are plagiarizing, you are fabricating data, or you are infringing copyright. Okay, how you can use the AI, how it is allowed, to what level it is allowed. This has been given in this particular guideline. This is by the Thomson Rivers University. So like such guidelines can be prepared by the uh, colleges and the universities. So thank you so much, Hashu, Advani College, for giving me the opportunity and explaining me this concept and help me to go into the deeper and understand the AI concept. Okay. So I end this with what Mr. Sal Khan, the founder and CEO of Khan Academy, has mentioned in his TED talk, that AI can be used as an academic coach, career coach, and a life coach, all. Okay. So thank you so much. If we have any questions, we can take few questions. Otherwise, I will stop.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for such an insightful and enlightening session. We truly appreciate the depth of insights you have given and the clarity we have got from this topic, which is very complex to understand. Again, thank you so much. We will now have a short Q&A session. So I would like to invite Mr. Dinesh to moderate and guide us through the questions from our participants. Over to you, Dinesh.
Thank you, Simran. And thank you, Sarika ma'am, for the enriching and insightful session that you had. Uh, Now, before we open the platform for the questions, I would like you to familiarize yourself with some of the rules which are there. In case you have any questions, you could just click on the raise the hand option, which is available, or you can put your questions in the chat window. And we'll definitely make sure that we cover as many questions as possible.
You can type also in the chat box so that I can
Yes.
answer, because it becomes very handy for me. Sometimes there is a background noise, lot of. Okay, there is a question by Miss Nisha Kutti. Are paid versions more reliable than free ones? I cannot say that they are more reliable than free ones, but